Alright, Jim, let's go over this raid real quick. You didn't do terrible. There's just a couple of mistakes I'd like to point out. Let you know how you can kind of go over it and fix it, because you really need to learn air. It's kind of really strong at Town Hall 9. Yay, we won. Here we go. Alright, so your first mistake here is how you lured. Now, 2 hogs is almost never going to be enough to get a full CC pull. Your second mistake is you win on the queen side. Now, normally that might be okay, but 2 hogs she's going to kill in a heartbeat. Ideally, you should have come over here, because if you look at where the town hall is, it should be in this vicinity here. 2-3 balloons at this drill here. Go in. You might even kill a defense, but I doubt it. 3 balloons would totally lure that entire clan castle, even with the air defense shooting at them. So that was mistake number 1, but you recovered nicely. The issue being, if you watch here, boom, they get pulled. It's almost done. I think you've got 1 or 2 more wizards left in there, so it was close. 3 hogs, you would have got it. Then you waste a balloon here. The CC is going to kill it before it even gets in range. Maybe not. Maybe you got one, I can't tell. And then these 3 were unnecessary. I don't know if you just didn't see that it was all pulled. I mean, I didn't see it, so I can't blame you. And then you went in against the air sweeper, which is a terrible idea when you're using balloons, because it's going to keep pushing them like it just did. Pull up top wasn't bad. You could have dropped it right there. And you did. And now for your hound deployment. You never want to drop your CC hound first, like you do up here in a minute. The reason being is, with this raid, you need that queen to die. And the only way she's going to die is if the pups kill her. So you need one of your low-level hounds, and you also don't want to waste a rage like that. None of the defenses were even in harm. You rage your pup first, so as soon as that hound was getting close to dying, that's when you rage the hound. So then when these pups pop out, all these guys right here, they will hopefully converge on the queen. So you need two or 3 of your level 2 hounds on this side, so they should have gone to this air defense right here. Right there. And then hopefully 1 or 2 of them are going to pop pretty quick and then kill that queen. Then your other 2 needed to go over here. You don't ever start a raid on opposite sides. That's just, it's not going to work. So when you use balloons, if you notice, all of his defenses are on the same line. They're all relatively close right here. So these 2 are kind of going to throw this side off, but the way you deployed wasn't bad. So really you needed to put, the 2 or 3 balloons here, then you need to put them here, 2 here, 2 here to get this cannon. That should have been your first step. So then they're going to go into that archer tower. So I would have done 3 just in case it starts shooting them, because you never know. It should target that hound that's over here. You never know. So then your other 2 hounds go down over here. So you want to spread your hounds here, 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 so they all go to this air defense, and then here, here, so they all go to this air defense. Well, this one might go over here, but it's relative because it's in range. And then from that point, you want to spread your loons along the line from outside in. And the idea is these are going to go off to this way. So, let me get my drawing tool up here. So, if you spread your loons along this line here, they're going to shoot in this way. So it's going to go here, 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 and here, right? And you only need 2 per, and you're good to go. These 2 loons right here are going to come off this way. You might get one to the expo, probably, hopefully, if you do it right. Otherwise, this one's going to die first, and then it's going to go to this cannon, they're going to go to the sweeper, so on and so forth down the line. When you go in a line down the slope, so you start here and you work this way, then your loons will start killing off these perimeter outside defenses first, so that when these get killed, they don't go that way, they go this way, right? Because you need your air defenses to go down. You can only do that if your balloons go into the core. Now this rage here was way, way, way too early. Now if you notice, when your hounds drop, you're going to stagger your defenses are going to be targeting it. You want to try to get your rages so they cover as much of the core where you need to destroy, which is your air defenses, as possible. The expos were down, that's not a big deal, and once those air defenses are down, your hounds pretty much have nothing to worry about. So ideally, your loons should go from these perimeter defenses inward. Just like that. Then they're going to go through the core. So you want to rage here, you want to rage here, you want another rage here, and then the third one, or fourth one, sorry, you kind of just save for wherever you're going to need it. Could be up here, could be over here. You got to read your loons, see which, like your biggest group that's coming out the back end is what you want to rage. So that way they clear out. It's probably going to be on this side just because of that air defense right there. The other ones in the core should be fine. And from that point, as long as your balloons stay ahead, you should have pups on the back end here, cleaning out. And then your minions, as soon as your balloons hit that first layer of defenses, coming in a straight line down back here. So I just start tapping, 1 or 2 per structure, so that way they can kind of start working in. It's harder when you don't have as many minions to actually get all the way through the base, but they're there to help you clean up. So as long as there's nothing on this backside, because your loons are going to be back here, on this end over here, at the end of the raid, so they can start clearing these buildings, and then get to the town hall as necessary. You want your minions back here, just to make sure that they can clean all these storages and all the big stuff back here. That's not going to be easy for anything that's slow to clean up. That was pretty much all I saw. Then here the placement, you could actually save that to the end. Make sure you know where you're going to need it. This balloon coming through you there's nothing you can do about it. Minions and pups would have taken it out before you dropped your heroes. I don't even know if that actually changed much of the raid. But notice how your balloons are right here clumped. And the same thing up here. All these balloons are clumping. You only need 2 balloons per defense to clear them out. So you should have dropped 2, and then I would have done 3 actually at first to get rid of that archer tower, so then all of these defenses are on the line, and then you can just do a line if you're going to attack from that side. I don't recommend it because, see, they just bunch up. And then once that wizard tower starts hitting them, they're killing all those balloons. Now they're all in the red, and that's just that many fewer shots that it takes to kill it. And if you notice, none of your balloons went to the core. So now, had you waited, just, to point out something out that you need to think about when you're using like loons like this, is you never know how it's going to end up. You might not get all the defenses, but you just cleared a path to the town hall for your heroes. So if you'd have waited for your heroes and dropped them right up here, they would have broken these walls, your queen would have gotten this compartment, and boom, taken out the town hall. You would have got your 2-star. So this is just something to think about. It's not always going to work that way, and, attacking from that side was smart, but had you gone your full force in on this side, I think it would have cleared out all the way to the core, and you could have gone other side with your heroes, because your minions would have been down there clearing house. I don't know that. You never know, because that expo's on ground, so it probably clears that town hall. It's iffy. It's close. But heroes are something that if you're not going to use them to kill the CC troops, then you might want to wait, hold off, see how the raid pans out, because you might get a path to the town hall, and you can get your 2-star even if you're not going to get your 3. But that's really the only advice I have. You just got to practice your loon deployment. So the biggest thing is learning that line, learning how it's going to path. So like you want to look for walls that are like this, walls that have defenses in a line, so that your loons are going to be on the same plane, roughly. This archer tower here kind of throws it off, but you can get this one, you can get these 2 like you did, and you come in, so then they're going to stagger. So now they've only got to float to 1 before they go into the core. These, however, are all on the same plane, so you just, boom, draw a line, or go 2, 2, 2, and 2, and they all go in. And you always want to work outside in, just like you do with dragons, so that they funnel from the outside, go around, and the inside go to the center. And that way you clear out the core, and then you've got a way better chance of getting that 3-star. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to post this up, and hopefully it's not terrible. But, stupid menus. I don't know. You're doing great. You need to keep your confidence up. Don't beat yourself up. Everybody fails. I fail all the time. But we need people that are willing to take these steps. We can make allowances. You get 2 stars on your first attack, and then we can try and attack like this. We can get you going for 3, and I think that's going to work out well for us. But otherwise, good job. You did great.